good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Ivory Patton. I am going to be running in the 2024 presidential elections, and I am posting a poll uh, to deal with two issues that are very dear to me. There are so many, but what we face right now in the United States, I'm 55. Um, this has plagued me throughout my life, and countless others, um, even in my inner circle. Thousands of people have been plagued by these two systems. Whether the systems work or whether, wow, uh, people fell through the cracks of these systems. But we need to make sure that these systems are definitely working properly. Right now in America, we have a Supreme Court, and I believe that as time changes, um, and as circumstance changes, and as borders change, and as people change, and evolution, we all change. Different age groups think differently sometimes. Um, all kinds of variables goes into why people change and why they grow and evolve. Right. The Supreme Court should also be accountable for that evolution and change. Uh, we have members sometimes that are elderly sitting on this position, making this is the highest court in the land. Um, so sometimes they may be out of touch. Uh, and going forward, I don't believe that we can afford that type of system where our highest court may be out of touch with the issues that are going on locally, and the sign of the times, we'll say. So yeah, I think that there should be uh, wow, some type of limit, and some type of process where they're elected versus appointed. That's very important to be able to elect them, to be able to know who they are, versus them being appointed. Um, and that's from the top. So you can't get any higher than that in the United States of America, that we know of. And then, of course, the prison systems. So we live in a country right now where private prisons are dominating the incarceration market. This market is people. So these private corporations are uh, profiting off of the incarceration of people. We have a juvenile system as well, which is not uh, listed as a prison, but the same companies that profit off of the prisons are invested also in those facilities that house the juveniles. So they are the same system. If they house them from the age of 11 to 18, then transfer them to a prison, they've had them from the age of 11 until their sentence. So the private prison system right now is is an issue for everyone, because if you can get pulled over for a minor offense or a glitch in the system, you could end up in someone's jail or someone's facility. And these places are the bare minimum of survival. So they have to be rethought. Making them private, uh, you would have to almost create environments to keep them full. So we don't want any of that to be going on, um, consciously or subconsciously, right? We don't want people to just be uh, set up through the laws to go to these private prisons. So we don't want to think that that's happening. But the private prisons right now are full, and they're getting full. The laws right now affect our children. So we have a few generations right now where the children have been affected without fathers or grandfathers or uncles in the household. So it's just a cycle of more children that will feed this system because they don't have any guidance. I was looking at a family today, 3 or 4 generations of a family, and I thought to myself, wow, uh, my my people on this continent have been separated for those 3 or 4 generations of knowledge and wisdom and understanding and teaching, right? So the prison system right now, being private, basically feeding off of the children that are fatherless, that are uncle-less, that are without any guidance right now. So that has to be rethought very seriously. We have enough scholars within the African American community, the melanated community in America, to come up with solutions, other than putting our children in juvenile detentions waiting to go to prison. We have to find solutions for our children's children. It's not about me, right? It's not about my children. It's really about their kids and the generations of their children. So right now we must take a stand on that. So this petition and this poll is just to get your signature. Sign it for me, please, and pass it on. And this is just to bring awareness. And as I prepare myself for the 2024 presidential election, to me, politics is a way of life. I'm constantly doing something for someone. And with that said, I've always been serving all my life. So there are things that we do sometimes you don't tell people what you do, but you do them, and you do them with joy and with passion in your heart. The older I get, the more I know that I need to get involved with the decisions that are being made for me. These decisions are being made every day, and I have no choice but to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Some of these decisions affect me, and they affect me deeply. So, as I said, I put this petition out. I would love for you to, to share it, and then to support me. I'm going to be waging a campaign as far as collecting money, asking for money for this campaign. I've been in ministry all my life, so I've done that freely. I've never gotten paid for it. So it's very hard for me to ask people for things. But in politics, it takes money to run a campaign and to show people that you're serious. And I believe that over the time that I've used this platform, that I've shared a side of myself that you can take seriously. So please sign this petition and pass it on. And let's stop looking at the problem. We can actually do some things about it. But in order to do something about it, we're going to have a voice. We're going to have a voice that's actually speaking to it, versus waiting for someone to give us an answer. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'm Ivory Patton Turner. I am going to be running for the 2024 presidential race. I love to say that it has a good ring. All my life, I've always been a leader. So it doesn't matter to me what I do to lead, and it doesn't matter to me a title, because I don't carry a title, and I shun away from titles, but I never shun away from the responsibility of leadership. I really take that very seriously. Okay, have a great day, whatever you're doing on this planet. Bless up.